Can you see if this is working? It's like, it seems like every time I do this, it shows it's live, yet oh wait, it looks like we're going. I mean, it's working there. We're live on YouTube again. We tried going live from the beach earlier. The signal up on the beach is just horrible. We just can't get a signal. We got like 2 bars and it's just cutting in and out. So now we're on the boat and we're on a little bit of a delay here, but we're good. So we're just gonna head out, do a little fishing, check out what's going on the bay. We're gonna give you the live F Cove report in a moment. We finally got a good morning, a good Saturday here at the Jersey Shore. Not raining, it's not cold and miserable. On the contrary, it's actually warm and beautiful for once. It actually feels like summer. Of course, it's only June 20th. It only took 2-3 months to get here. Of course, I should have shoved this off first, but we'll just bump in and out of gear here for a second or two. And once again, we're on the Pocket 3. So we'll zoom around. As we're coming out of our slip at one of the greatest marinas at the Jersey Shore, Traders Cove Marina. Thanks to Kevin and the boys. And the nice thing is there's really no wind today, so I can actually handle the boat one-handed. Yeah, not bad. Nice and easy. Nice and easy this morning. So it's 11 a.m. So we were up at Manilokin Beach, did a little walk up there, a little fishing. Didn't catch anything. Had a couple of hits. Was using frozen killies that I had left over from last season. Figured I'd get them out of the freezer. And whatever's left after this morning, I'll throw in the crab trap. Early this morning, you're heading up to the beach today. The ocean at 8:30, 9 o'clock was a lake, for sure. Wouldn't you say so, Linda?
Yeah.
Lake would be a good way of defining it. Of course, you can put it on the other microphone if you want, but it's in the baggy thing and make jiggy. All right, so we'll spin the camera around again. Get a shot of the traffic going up and over to Manilokin Bridge. And I don't even think there was a bridge opening in the last couple of minutes. I didn't hear the bridge going. That's just traffic getting down to the traffic light. Because going down 35 from Point Pleasant, of course, is the proverbial bathroom show. You can figure that one out. It's probably backed up pretty much from the traffic light all the way to Point Pleasant, as always, especially on a nice Saturday. Earlier this morning, there was just the fishermen went out. It's so much. We'll get some videos of that one of these days soon. We'll get out here early when it's 7, 8 o'clock. Tomorrow morning, we'll definitely be live for breakfast on Barnegat Bay right after church. So we'll be out here tomorrow morning. Maybe we'll be out here again tonight after a little golf. So So we're just gonna head over by Maniloking Bayhead, do a couple of drifts, see what kind of action we get, if any. Fluke bite is supposed to be picking up. Not that I would ever know. Of course, as I always like to say, if I ever catch anything, it's always a fluke. Yeah, get it? Oh, here we go, the first speedboat of the morning going by. Looks like a cigarette boat. It's a cigarette. Yeah, he's keeping it calm, that's nice. Let's get a shot of F Cove. The official F Cove report. It is packed. 11 a.m. Saturday morning. You can look back there. It is definitely jammed. I'll zoom in here. We got about 4 times. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Love the Pocket 3. So there's the F Cove. Jamming with boats this morning. Your official F Cove report for Saturday, June 20th. Or is it 20th or the 21st? It's 20th, right? I don't even know. It's the 21st. I'm not supposed to know the day of the week. Well, I know the day of the week. I don't know the date.
Your geography's a little off.
Hey, my geography ain't off. I know that's the F Cove.
Spelling needs help.
What did it say about my spelling? Yeah, that's a whole other story too. All right. What's that? Listen, my verbal SAT score certainly was not the best. I don't claim to be the best speller. Math and science was my thing. I would have been right up there with, what are those two guys? My brain's not functioning. I need some more coffee. Although, I'm thinking of Francis Drake and who are the map guys across the U.S.? Come on, you people out there in YouTube land know, you probably already got it. Saturday morning trivia on the Barnegat Bay. Failing miserably at it. Are you smarter than a 5th grader? It's coming up here by Maniloking and Herring Island. Is this Herring Island? I always mess this one up. I think it's Herring Island. Zoom in over here. Wind is nice and calm. Now it looks to be a little bit out of the west. Out of the west, what am I talking about? Flag's pointing to the west. So wind's coming out of the east, just a little bit. Tide's going out. Low tide on the beaches is 10 a.m., so probably just about an hour ago was low tide, so you got the tide coming in at the moment. If you're heading up to the beach, I think the afternoon high tide should be about 4 p.m. So if you're heading to the beaches and you think to yourself, ooh, I want to get really close to the ocean, close to the water, if you're doing that late morning, early afternoon, just remember the tide's going to be coming in. So if you think you're going to be sitting there for the next couple of hours, you're going to be moving. And then you can check to make sure we're still actually live. course, my depth finder isn't working very well this morning. Not exactly sure why that is. But the new GPS is working awesome. What the heck is this thing doing? So much for the range being auto. Good Lord. We'll just go with 10 feet. Do 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 do. So there's actually no boats anchored up yet. So if you're looking to anchor up over here by Maniloking at the moment, 11 a.m., we're pretty good right now. I think we got pretty much a high tide in on the bay right now, so it's low tide out on the ocean. It's pretty much high tide back here on the bay. We're almost at slack tide. Just a wonderful day to be out on the water. Doo-dee-dee. I think the wind's supposed to turn around to the south later this afternoon, as almost like clockwork and customary here at the shore. The wind can start off in almost any direction early in the morning, and by the afternoon, late afternoon, it's blowing out of the south. And I'm pretty sure it will be doing the same thing today. The ocean, though, was super calm. Even the bay right now is just, wow. The bay is nice and flat. Perfect. Perfect if you want to be out here kayaking, paddleboarding, fishing, jumping in for a little swim. Just watch out for the killer sharks, the great whites. 50 years since Jaws debuted, I believe, this weekend. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Just not right now. One day we'll have the bigger boat. All right, coming around the bend over by Bayhead. There's probably a lot of people over here catching the tide change over by the Bayhead Yacht Club and the Point Pleasant Canal. Oh, lovely. I think we have a schooner in front of us. I don't know what a schooner is, but whatever. Gotta try to be entertaining. Try. Looks like we got a lot of boat activity up here. Whether they're catching anything remains to be seen. I'll catch some sunburn probably. I did put sunscreen on. It's amazing the difference. Tomorrow's going to be in the 90s. Last week it was in the low 60s. So last Sunday, low 60s. Tomorrow is going to be in the mid 90s and humid. As we come in here, Linda may need to take over the controls of the camera here. She can be the director. While I try to figure out exactly where we're going to maneuver. Now I know over here, so right now I'm running in, what do we got? We got 7 feet of water below us. I know over there it's about 10 or 11. Up by the Bayhead Yacht Club, you're looking at 11 to 14. So there's a couple of nice little drop-offs in here, which should be pretty decent for fluking. I like that that boat just cleared out of the way. If I hand you this camera, can you just take some interesting footage? Especially of me doing what I do worse, which is trying to fish. Alright, we're in, looks like we got 11 feet right here. I kind of like this spot. So I'm just gonna pop neutral for a second. No, I'm not anchoring here. One, we're not totally in the channel, but if you want to hold it, you can do it that way too. Yeah, I'm not going to waste time anchoring. Let's see which way we're going. So I think I'm going to spin around a little. Actually, no, I'm not going to spin around. Actually, I am. I'm going to turn around for a second. Turn around. It seems like we're still going out. So it looks like we've got a little bit of an outgoing tide through the canal. So having said that, we'll just go forward a little bit. And then we'll kind of just set back. Which is pretty much what everybody else is doing here. So now we're at 14 feet of water. Kind of go up a little bit here. Kind of watch the GPS until we start to. Looks like we got a lot of little fish around here. Wow. 15 feet. Yeah, there's a lot of little fish underneath this. All right, so we got 11 feet. So as we go up a little bit further here, I think this comes up. And as soon as it comes up, then I'll put the boat in neutral, and we should just drift back into this hole right here. Feet. And get a shot of our instrument gauges here. So now we're coming up on 10, 9. So we're coming up a little bit. If I remember correctly, this is usually where we drift. Granted, we haven't drifted here this year, but should be able to come up a little bit more. 9. There we go. 8. True. True that. All right. All right, so we're coming up on 8 feet, 9 feet. Wow, this is. Oh, no, this is probably good right about here. 8.5 feet. And we're good right here. 9 feet. And then I'm going to take over the camera. I'm going to scoot behind her. And you can spin that around if you want. While I get this ready. So this was the rig I was using up on the beach. Just 4 ounces of lead, 36 ounce, yeah, 36 inch leader. Got our leftover, now thawed out Achilles. You know, when they're not moving, it makes putting them on the hooks a lot easier. Just like that, through the mouth, out the gill. Bombs away. On bottom. Kick off the sandals. See what everybody else is doing. If I get one, even if it's a guppy, should I just yell fish on? Fish on! Be like wicked tuna. Wicked flounder. What's up?
Should I put it down?
No, don't put it down. I would say put it down if the boat wasn't rocking, but here, I'll take it. Wicked flounder at the Jersey Shore. Now, if I get a hit, just be ready to grab this camera.
Based on history, that's not going to happen. So
Linda's as smart as she is beautiful. Based on history, yeah, chances are this tip isn't going to be doing much. But hey, usually I'm out here with gulp, But this time we've got just the frozen killies. I prefer the live killies, but since I had these already in the freezer, I figured clear out what I've got before go getting some new ones. If anything, we're probably getting a bunch of crabs nibbling at this thing. Let's see what we got going on. Zoom in a little bit. Of course, in an hour, so the pull going through the canal would probably be pretty intense. I wanted to do a live video going through. Let's see if I can juggle 3 things here. Sit down, relax. Moving to how to Linda. Nah, we're not too close. All good. It's not the helm, he's got it. Yeah, not even a nibble. Not even a nibble. Channel, Barnegat Bay. Might be getting a couple little hits. It's probably crabs more than anything else. They're just dragging the bottom. Yeah, this is fishing on Barnegat Bay. At least not this morning. Late morning. You know the old saying, give the man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll be in a boat all day and drink some beers. Yep. Gotta say something. think we need one of these houses around here. A nice yacht lobby. Ooh. Nah. Can you hold this for a second? Let me make sure I still got bait on here and it wasn't stolen. Nope. We're good. Somehow I always manage to get twisted and tangled up. Like, seriously. You can't see it, but there's actually like a loop around that. Man. Tangled up in blue. What depth do we got? Yeah, we're 9 feet, 10 feet. Tell you what, like, I've only got 4 ounces down, but it feels like it's going into wet cement. It's like, and then you pull up, it's just like, feels like a crab. And it is. Oh, and he came off. Had the little sucker on there. That was a decent sized crab too. I can see him floating away. Oh man. Should have brought a net. Because there's no way I'm getting a freaking crab on board. It was a decent sized crab. That thing must have been a good 4 or 5 inches across. It was big. How you guys doing over there?
We got like 6 keepers, I think.
6 keeper fluke? Nice.
Yeah.
How big?
We got a couple nice ones. One that's like 24 inches.
Nice. Oh, look at his little crab coming in. Now he's diving down. I'll turn to the back of the boat. What depth do we got over there, Linda? Feels like I got something on here again, but it's going to be another crab. I mean, it feels like I got. Let's see. If I reel it in slow enough. Yep. See, it was nope. It was actually just seaweed. I need to turn over a little bit.
I think as soon as we shut off this camera, you'll have some.
That's funny. Yeah,
Like
little.
watching can't watch a pot of water boil. It takes forever. Well, take it.
That sailboat over there. Motor sounds like a lawnmower engine. So what's really cool about this Pocket 3 and streaming live? I didn't realize this. I accidentally did this the other day. We're streaming live, but if I hit the record button right now, it'll start recording to the SSD card on the camera, which is pretty freaking neat, as far as I'm concerned. What do we got? We still got 8 feet, I'm guessing. Linda, what's our depth? 7. I don't know how many drifts we're actually going to do here, but feels like we got some hits. It's probably just a crab. Linda, hold this, please. Actually, if you bring it around here, not that there's anything major on the end of this, other than, oh, seaweed, nice. Oh, and somebody stole my bait. That could be why we're not getting any hits. A nice big one maybe here. Helps when you got some bait on the hook. It's a nice boat. A blue one. Very nice. Another crab right there in the water. Decent size one too. About 15 feet. I feel a couple little hits. Little nibbles. Nibbles. See the rob tip just. crab stealing my bait. Shrimps are good, yeah. These were clean. Around the bottom. Of course, our camera's now going low. So if the footage stops suddenly, that's because the battery went dead. What depth do we got, honey? 4 feet? Isn't that crazy? 4 feet of water right now. So over there, we're in 11, and 10, and 8, and 7. Now we're in 4.
.8 to 4.1.
3.8? Yeah, that's fine. We're not going to go any shallower than that over here. It isn't like this is going to go to 1 foot or 2 feet anytime soon. It should start going deep again in another couple of yards. Let me know when it starts to drop off. Because when it starts to drop off, I'll let some more line out. The one disadvantage of fishing out here and streaming live at the same time, I can't have the radio on. We'd be getting copyright strikes the entire time. I need to go find some good songs on YouTube that are copyright free and make a playlist for when we're out here. Still only got 4 feet of water?
Yes.
Looking at Bayhead. Hit the Bayhead Yacht Club over there. Point Pleasant Canal. A lot of boats coming through already. Finish this live stream as soon as we go a little bit further, I guess. Can you hold this for me, please? Just record a little bit more. Janky. I'll grab my coffee. We need some good luck coffee, maybe. I can get a good shot of my shirt. So much for the no wake zone right there. happened to the barrels that were there once upon a time. Probably somebody nailed it in the dark. Oh, something's on here. Yeah, seaweed. That bottom is mushy. As soon as it goes down, it's like you can feel the weight just plugging in the mud. Oh, there we go. Now we're dropping off again. Let's have to let out more line. I'm gonna boat out here, Whiskey Fever. Of course, I'm thinking Whiskey Tango. No Whiskey Tango over in Bayhead, though, that's for sure. This freaking seaweed is killer. You know, this is probably where live killies would benefit, because they'd be swimming around and knocking all that stuff off instead of just hitting and man, like I said, that weight just plugs in the mud. Look at those boats are rocking. That's how you can tell people are blowing through no wake zones over here. It is a Saturday at the Jersey Shore. No, you need to grab this thing. I think I got more seaweed on here. It's like as soon as it goes down, it's like, boom. No, at least it's on the weight this time. I can deal with that. I can deal with seaweed on the sinker. On the bait, that's a whole other story. That engine sounds a little weird. Sounds like a combination of gas and electric. How's that Boardwalk Blend iced coffee, Linda? It's probably like the summer version of Kris Kringle. Grayhead, Point Pleasant. Bayhead Yacht Club. Check out some of the nicer boats in here. What time we got? You know? 11:45. Ooh. $11:48. Yeah. I guess we should head back in since I got a 1:40 tea time. Yeah. Well, we'll say bye in a second or two. Oh, come on. We'll go with one more drop right here in front of. Man, it's like as soon as it hits the bottom, it's like plug. It feels like wet cement. Just imagine what F Cove feels like. It probably feels the same but worse. All the boats that go in there. Ugh. It's like plug. It's like, man. The ocean is so much better. The ocean, you can sit there and like clunk, 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 and you can just feel it hitting the bottom. This, it's like mud, mud, mud. All right. No, other than a couple of crabs nibbling. Why don't you throw the fish in there and someone hit it. I am thoroughly convinced in order to catch anything, you need to be up here nice and early for when the fish first wake up. That's my belief. Hopefully this is still, oh man. Woo. That's weird. Man, my phone was in the sun. Of course, it's not bare. Oh my God, it's like totally like locked almost. Let's go. Stuck to the seat. All right, let's see. We're gonna go. Okay, so until next time, Captain John knows you're out. Now, of course, I just gotta figure out how to get off of this.